when I was in high school, I was a Super 8 filmmaker. I had the pleasure of watching Sam Peckinpah shoot The Killer Elite in San Francisco. I had never heard automatic weapons fired before, and I was amazed how loud they were. What was the noise level like on this movie?
Well, I mean, especially the D-Day action sequence. There were moments when we were doing those scenes where for a second in the scene, you forgot that you were in a movie. I mean, it was that loud, that violent. You know, you've got body parts flying past you, blood all over the place. Plus, when those explosions go off, they're kicking up dirt and pebbles, so you're getting hit with stuff. And I had a Browning automatic rifle, which was the machine gun at the time, which, I mean, I don't know if you've ever heard it, but that is loud. So, you know, you would forget that you were on a movie set.
You know, in a movie like this, I mean, things are shot in fragments where, you know, explosives are going off, timing is everything, you have to hit your marks. What was the anxiety level like for you doing this?
There really wasn't too much anxiety with that sort of stuff because, you know, they had such a great stunt team. I mean, we walked through every one of those stunts beforehand, and the timing was perfect. So you never really had, there wasn't any fear that you were going to get hurt or anything like that.
You know, you of course are a writer, director. Now you're working with Steven Spielberg. I'm just wondering, did you ever look at the script and think, you know, I like to change that line? And were you a little hesitant about bringing anything like that up?
No, you know, Steven was pretty open and giving to us as actors as far as, you know, dialogue would go. Certainly, nobody was suggesting, you know, changing scenes. But if you had a line of dialogue that you weren't comfortable with or you thought you could come up with something better, he was open to hearing that. And a lot of times during rehearsals, he would say, well, why don't you guys play with the scene a little bit and let's see what we come up with.
Now, what kind of surprises did you get working with him? Were there things that he did that really kind of threw you as his style?
It didn't really throw me. I mean, I think the thing that I sort of joke around that the one thing I learned from him is how little I know about filmmaking. Watching the guy work is incredible. He just knows so much about the process. I think he's probably set up every imaginable shot and camera angle. So he's got all of that in his encyclopedia of knowledge. So he's watching him work with actors and with his crew. It's amazing just, you know, how much knowledge he has.
This is really a benchmark in war films, things here that have never been done before. I'm just wondering, when you were making it, did you ever get a sense that you were a part of something special?
We all knew. I mean, we all had the sense that this film had some historical significance, and that we were a part of something that was special and that was going to live on, you know, probably forever. I mean, the day we wrapped, Tom Hanks pulled all of us aside with Captain Dale Dye, who was the military advisor, and he sort of gave us a little talk about how we were a part of something special, and this film will live on long after we're gone, and our grandkids are going to see this film, and just you know, how honored we all should feel to have been a part of it.
Your relationship with other people who worked on the film, two people, the guy who ran the rain machines, a guy you came to hate?
That sequence was pretty brutal, but not so tough on me. Vin Diesel, the guy who gets shot in that scene, had to lay in a puddle of rain for about 12 days. So it was tougher on Vin than it was on the rest of us.
And the last thing, the guys who drove the tanks, were those people you wanted to get to know really well beforehand?
Yeah. Well, I only have one scene where I'm kind of right up there at the front of the tank, and at that point we've stuck the sticky bomb on it. So I was, yeah, I guess, I don't know.